Another come-from-behind win for VGK as the Golden Knights post their 6th win in 7 games, downing the Vancouver Canucks 3-1. Our recap comes your way next on this WTF edition of Locked On Golden Knights.
You're Locked On Golden Knights, your daily podcast on the Vegas Golden Knights, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Well, hi again, everyone. Tony Cardasco and Chris Golick from Las Vegas. Thanks for making us your first listen each and every day. Find us wherever you get your podcasts. Please make sure to subscribe to our Locked On Golden Knights YouTube channel. We are brought to you today by FanDuel. FanDuel is America's #1 sports book. On location once again today. This time, I didn't go in the musty dressing room like I was in yesterday, and people were trying to get in there and they were vacuuming. I don't know if you heard that. In any event, on location, South Point Hotel and Casino for the Holiday Hoops Classic. I'll be calling some more games today, Mr. Golick. Oh, as far as we know, Teddy Bluger's mom did not win the 51-49 drawing, whatever they call it here in Vegas on Thursday night, but he did have a goal.
51-49, the odds are always better in Vegas. There you go. You're welcome, VGK.
But Bluger did score a goal, and it would be the only goal Vancouver would score on the night. Alex Pietrangelo answers with a second period goal. That guy from Sweden, Carlson, whatever, had the game winner and was the #1 star who was so rigged. And Brett Howden with the empty netter. What was that about this 12th? Was it 12th? Come from behind victory?
Yeah, something like that. I saw some various stats out there about VGK and their ability to come from behind in games. And I think more importantly than the fact that they're coming from behind, they're finding ways to win close games. They're finding ways to – they're going to be very listen, it's a championship pedigree from the coaching staff to still many of the players on the roster, but they're still learning how to win and reinforcing how to win close games. They fall behind a goal, they don't push. This is something that Cassidy talked about when I first started covering the team a little bit for Locked On in the Stanley Cup season, where he felt the team would push really quickly. So if the other team scored a goal, it almost felt like the team had to score their next shift over the boards, and it would lead to some complacency, some issues, and possibly multiple goal deficits. Not anymore. When the Golden Knights do fall behind, and they're going to fall behind a lot, it's part of the game, they're comfortable, they're relaxed, plenty of leadership, and they really just kind of stick to their game. And I mean, if there was a script yesterday, it was pretty much followed to the T, right? Vancouver played the night before, played overtime the night before, mind you. So they get into Vegas, they have some energy early, they're okay in the first, and slowly but surely, as VGK finds their game, Vancouver gets tired, and here we are.
Yeah, rigged season. Kevin Lankinen in net fell to 14-5-3, first regulation loss on the road, 10-1-1. Did not realize that Lankinen became the first goaltender ever to win his first straight 10 road games, 10 straight on the road, before he wound up losing that one game, but not in regulation. First regulation loss last night, and Aiden Hill's bounce back was pretty good. Bounce back from that Edmonton game last night.
The Edmonton game last night, good bounce back. His bounce back last night.
His bounce back last night, dude. I'm here. It's an empty arena. The basketballs are going to get rolled out, and then we're going to have to cancel the show.
So I'm going to read a tweet that I put out yesterday. I don't know, about 4 hours.
A lot of stinking tweets yesterday, Golick.
About 3 hours before the game. Yeah, but this was a good one. Under 5.5 at even money feels like the play. Hill should bounce back. He'll bounce back.
Okay. Did he bounce back from the Edmonton game? Was that from the Edmonton game?
Yes, from the Edmonton game.
Okay.
Lankinen for Vancouver comes in with a 2.52 goals against and a 9.12 save percentage. Only concern is if there's a possible empty netter. If it's a 3-2 game, that was not an issue. It was a 2-1 game, and then so it really felt like it was going to be a low scoring affair. Vancouver came in off of only scoring a couple goals on the road the night before. Golden Knights minus Barbashev, minus Waugh. That hurts the scoring side. Also the defensive side a little bit in Nick Waugh, but certainly the scoring side in Barbashev. Top line, no points, or at least no goals. I don't know if anyone's got an assist or not. We'll see if they can bounce back tomorrow night, I guess, right? Mm-hmm. I do want to highlight the William Karlsson goal, but not the entire goal. I want to start about 50 seconds before that.
Okay, fast forward. I mean, no, rewind, folks. Rewind back to 50 seconds. Okay.
Yes, rewind back. So Alex Holtz, and I didn't see what happened early in the game, but people were dragging Holtz on Twitter. I didn't see why. If someone wants to fill me in, please let me. I mean, I have my perspectives as to why, but I didn't see specifically why people were dumping on Holtz last night. But what I did see, and this is before the Karlsson goal, Holtz goes in there and wipes out Tyler Myers. Okay, fine. Holtz checks somebody. Woohoo. Holtz is 6 foot, probably closer to 5'10". Tyler Myers is 6'8", probably closer to 7'2". Myers is a big boy. Now, listen, maybe Myers, his feet got, whatever happened, I don't care. Holtz went in and finished a check behind the net. Didn't lead to anything besides that. You fast forward to the William Karlsson goal. Brett Howden's the one who went behind the net and caused not necessarily a turnover, but basically that's what led to Karlsson getting his stick on the puck, and obviously Karlsson had a good hard-working goal right there. So just a reminder of doing the little things right, and the big things will happen. Holtz didn't do anything. There's maybe 2 people that saw Holtz check Tyler, or 3 people that saw Holtz check Tyler Myers and cared about it. Me, Tyler Myers, and Coach Bruce Cassidy. I'm sure Coach Cassidy saw that. And those are little things that will help Holtz's value as he tries to still, as of December 20th, find a place in the VGK lineup. And we had boots on the ground yesterday, Tony. I got to show you something. We did have boots on the ground yesterday.
Boots on the ground.
We did have a reporter. I'm going to show you a video right here, okay?
We've got boots on the ground.
Hey, Tony, shut up. We got plenty of butts in seats here. Thursday night at T-Mobile. You ought to come more often.
Credit my good friend Doyle and Mika for that video right there. I couldn't make it. Little Chris had a concert at a performance last night, so that was of course a lot more important.
Was he the little drummer boy? What role did he play?
Well, he played a bell, and then he played a xylophone, and then he did a dance for us. So it was a nice night last night, and much more important than a VGK game. So, Doyle had my tickets and had a good time.
That was awesome, by the way. And as you mentioned, VGK missing Ivan Barbashev and Nick Waugh. Tanner Lazinski was recalled, and he got a chance to play. Oh, and our guy Cole Schmidt returned to the lineup. That is really important news. Oh, another note here. Another note.
I feel like it's Cole Schmidt. Like, is that your new target right now? Like, what Cole Schmidt do to you?
No, but here was a good one.
Oh,
State Run doing a victory lap over Noah Hannafin's assist on the empty net goal. What a great
I didn't hear
assist.
This part.
Oh, no, they were just going hog wild. It was great. It's another pin in the future for Noah Hannafin.
So speaking of Noah Hannafin in the report card, Alex Pietrangelo, number 1, top of the class. Noah Hannafin, number 2. White Cloud and Nick Hague on the bottom. That was a rough goal that they did give up on the Bluger goal. Just kind of lost their coverage and whatever. It's going to happen. Not a big deal. But again, Pietrangelo and more or less Noah Hannafin continues his run as the top of the class or as the bottom of the class, right in Hannafin's comfort zone. Hopefully more games in the top. And Zabowski, we have some good up and backs on Twitter. After a long stint at the bottom of the stat cards, Hannafin seems to have found himself a little. I'm assuming that's meant. It was a bounce back. I don't know. I missed what you tried to say there, but yeah, good to see Hannafin doing better. I mean, I didn't really hear an
assist on an empty net goal. They were just going bananas. Oh my goodness, what an assist! I like on an empty netter, folks. On an empty stinking netter. Coming up next, welcome back. We will have Chandler Stevenson in the house on Saturday night and we will have an outstanding tribute video, rest assured. Coming up next, our preview of VGK versus Seattle. And we'll get to that when we return right here on Locked On Golden Knights. Make sure that you tackle the NFL action with FanDuel. It's America's #1 sports book, and I cannot stop laughing about this huge matchup coming up on Sunday here in Las Vegas. Of course, Jacksonville and the Raiders, who might even be favored in that game. Raiders -1 in that contest, and you could find all that action right there on FanDuel. Right now, new customers can bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets if you win. The FanDuel Sportsbook app, it gives you everything that you need to place live bets on the NFL all in one place. So when you get a hunch in the middle of the game, you can check things out. It's the latest stats, and you can check out the live play-by-play and so much more on the same page where you place your bets. Again, just visit FanDuel.com and join today. You'll get started with $150 in bonus bets if you win your first $5 bet. That's FanDuel.com, FanDuel.com. Never waste a hunch and make every moment more with FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the National Football League. We are back on this edition, this Friday WTF edition of Locked On Golden Knights. Tony Cardasco and Chris Golick from Las Vegas. I am here on location here. I'm on assignment today at the South Point Hotel Casino. I'll be calling a couple of games here today once again in this huge tournament here, the Holiday Hoops Classic. And Division II, men's and women's hoops, have been some really good games and a ton of fun. So before we went to break, we were talking about Chandler Stevenson. Had a big assist Thursday against Boston. It was a non-empty net assist, so it didn't get a lot of attention. He missed one game due to illness. We know he signed that 7-year, $44 million contract. Points, they come in bunches, right? So they were giving him a hard time. He scored like 10 points in 3 games, but he has a total of 21 points, just 3 goals, and not what Seattle expected. So let's blast the guy, okay? I think, should we all start blasting him? Because everyone thinks that he's not very good, I guess, or he's gone out the door, just left the town. That's it.
Tony wants to give him the March So treatment. That's the short version of his ramble right there. I mean, listen, Stevenson is having, his goal scoring is down, but his assists seem to be, right about par for the course. At the end of the day, he's currently pacing for right about 50 points. It's a very typical Stevenson season right now when you think about it, right? 64 and 65 points with VGK, 21, 22, 22, 23. 51 points last season, a little bit of a decline. And new situation, he's a year older. Everything is different for him. If he comes back with 50-ish points, that's good. Is it good for someone getting the type of bag that he got? That's something that Seattle.
Good for him. Good for him.
No, I think it's great for. Listen, he got paid. Dude got paid, and
yes,
good for his agent. Good for him, and hopefully he'll grab his nuts and go to work on Saturday night, and it'll be a fun tribute video. Hopefully the VGK media team grabs their nuts and sets up a nice video for Chandler Stevenson. There you go.
It's chestnuts, bro, this time of year.
Whatever.
Okay? On an open fire, all that stuff. Seattle, 2 games under 500 as they come in. And this week they traded for the Rangers, Kaapo Kakko, and the former number 2 pick. Rangers fire sale is beginning. Seattle needs some offense, and they are hoping that Kaapo Kakko can play the way he did in his 40-point season. 14 points right now, and he will provide some net front presence. Is that enough to help buoy this Seattle Kraken team?
You say buoy?
I did. I threw that.
That's their mascot.
I know. Come on, man.
I got you. I mean, Listen, Kaapo Kakko, he's the type of player that grows on trees when it comes to free agency. Points in 50% of his games, 40, 42, 43-point type of player. Now, Seattle, of course, is trading for his upside and hoping he becomes, the next Chandler Stevenson. No, hoping he becomes, we would say, a 2nd overall pick. Tony, I hear that earlier?
Yeah, number 2.
He was number 2 overall, so they're hoping that's what he eventually becomes. And the Rangers do have a terrible situation. Kakko was talking just a second ago about, when things aren't going bad, you pick a young guy and you scratch him, and Kakko enter young guy that got scratched, and one day later enter young guy that got traded. So like you said, it's a fire sale. It's a cluster. It's a lot of bad things happening in New York right now with your New York Rangers, as many people like to point out.
Yeah, for sure.
As far as is this going to help the Seattle Kraken? I don't think it's going to hurt them at all. Is it maybe a panic type of move in December? I don't know. We had like a little mini trade deadline, right? The NHL freezes all trades. I think
you're blowing my WTF.
Fine, go ahead, I'll shut up. More on this in what the Friday segment.
Yeah. So we've got a big deal brewing on the 28th.
There's been some activity, and maybe VGK will extend Adin Hill on the 28th. There you go, Tony.
So this is a Seattle Kraken team that comes off of a 3-1 loss last night, and they come in with a 3-game losing streak. They'll be playing their second of 3 road games. Okay, let's just beat these teams down before they come to Vegas. But last night, I don't know.
They played the Blackhawks. That's on Seattle. That's not on schedule making.
So at intermission between the first and second periods, they think that they're going to bring in Yanni Gourde, and he's just going to be fine and dandy. Well, Yanni Gourde just starts going off. You have to find that video because he's like, we're not doing the right things. And the first period was absolutely terrible. He said, we're not getting pucks deep enough. Where the state
team picked the wrong person to get for the intermission.
State-run television would have, you would have seen one of those TV patterns with all the colors and stuff. It would have, or it would have faded to black, bro. I'm telling you, he just started going off. We can't turn the puck over at the blue line. What would a VGK have done? Seriously, if someone went off the way he did, it was tremendous, absolutely tremendous. But that's where this team is at, and they have a lot of issues there internally right now, a lot of infighting. And the goaltender, of course, Joey Daccord, 12 wins, 8 losses, 2 overtime losses, and we all remember the Flying Fish game where he had 34 saves a year ago in the Winter Classic, and maybe he shows up again against VGK. I'm going to have to go with VGK. I'll give you my pick later. But I'm going to have to break my streak of going against the Golden Knights, which means a VGK loss tomorrow night. So,
Daccord 12-8-2, 249-913. Grubauer 3-9, 350, and a save percentage of 879. So, looking like maybe a bit of a higher scoring affair. As far as if VGK is going to roll Hill back out or go Samsonov, let's take a look.
They'll go with Hill.
Honestly, the way things are going, I would not be surprised if VGK went Hill and rolled into the break like that. I would not be surprised.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if they go Hill. And I mean, listen, I know I've been very loud about my concerns over Adin Hill's injuries and his workload and everything, but he's handling it right now. He's handling it. He's in good form right now. So good chance for VGK to potentially bag 4 more division points, right? Anaheim and Seattle. These points do matter. I mean, Anaheim really doesn't matter. They're not going to be in the playoffs. Seattle might be in the playoff hunt later on. So important game on Saturday. They could decide to go with Samsonov on Monday and give Hill an extended break too, which I'm okay with that. But in any event, I think we both agree we're going to see Adin Hill on Saturday. Me and Chris will be there tomorrow, so that should be a good time. Look at just some quick general stats. Jared McCann, 26 points. Bjorkstrand, 23. Montour, defenseman, 21. Stevenson comes in 4th at 21 points. Jaden Schwartz, 19. Matty Beniers, 17, and there we go from there. So Shane Wright, youngster, is starting to figure things out at the national level too. 14 and 31. Shane Wright's big situation was when he did not get drafted number 1 overall and gives the dirty look to the Canadiens draft table and walks away. And Slavkovsky was the number 1 pick that year and been lapping him ever since.
Yeah, that was great. Really funny. And yeah, it's good that he's starting to fit in. You saw him a bunch of times, right?
Shane Wright. Yeah, I saw him a good chunk of times for the concerts. The concerts team. Who are they?
The concerts. Huh?
Where's the concerts in California? Always. That's the AHL team.
Palm Springs, Palm Desert. What are you talking about? Okay, don't worry. We'll get to that when we return.
No.
You can hold your thought. Hold your thought. Let's go to break. Coming up next, much anticipated. We'll get answers from Golick. Much anticipated What the Friday as we return courtside right after this on Locked On Golden Knights.
Coachella Valley Firebirds. Okay, now we can go to break.
PrizePicks. It's the best place to get real money sports action with over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings. PrizePicks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. You just pick more or less the top 2 players that you want for a shot to win up to 100 times your cash. That's right. Run your game all season long on PrizePicks. It's the best way to get action on sports in over 30 states now, including California, Florida, Georgia, and Texas. And PrizePicks, the best place to get real money sports action. There's over 10 million users, so sign up today. PrizePicks is definitely the place you need to be, and it puts its members first so that all of the withdrawals are safe, they're fast, and secure. And when the picks hit, I can get my money in as quick as 15 minutes. That's right. They've got so many good things and great offers there. And don't forget to download the app today. It is the best way to win real money this football season. Which players are going off, which ones are not. Make your picks in less than 60 seconds and turn your sports opinions into real money all season long. Again, this is PrizePicks. Run your game all season long on PrizePicks. Back on this edition of Locked On Golden Knights, Tony Cardasco and Chris Golick from Las Vegas. We appreciate you. We sure do appreciate you tuning in. Of course, thank you so much, especially our everydayers. We appreciate all of you tuning in on the show today. Are you doing a show tomorrow? Chris Times, Chris Jr.? Is that happening?
Sometime during the break, it's going to happen. Is it tomorrow? I don't know. Sometime during the break, it'll happen.
Okay, sometime during the break. It is time for WTF and What the Friday. If you're just a newcomer to the show, we've got a lot of people tuning in for the first time and then tuning out for the first time. There was a really funny, wasn't that a funny tweet that we saw that the year starts off WTF Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? Do you see that in the queue? It's pretty funny. So the calendar, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, WTF. Happy New Year. And that's from our good fellow there, Jeremy Brennan at Idaho Patriots 69.
Hope they're going to get better. That's pretty weak. They need to get better. That was a bad start.
You didn't like that start. Okay.
Boring.
But okay, we'll start percolating.
Sorry, Jeremy.
Like my coffee. That was
I blame
good.
Tony, not you.
I thought it was terrific. Okay. Shut up, Golick. So Ben Hutton cannot get traded at least now until the 28th of this month because the trade freeze is now in effect. It went into effect at midnight last night. Was that Eastern time or Pacific? Probably in the East.
What if you're in a plane? What time zone are you on?
I don't know. Okay. Ozone, the ozone layer, maybe up there. I don't know. But okay. So he cannot get traded till the 28th. The freeze in effect now until the 28th of this month. And I never understood why they did this. Well, they want the players to spend time with their families, except if you're some teams that are on the road, you know.
You get a phone call Christmas morning, you just got traded to the Sabres. That would suck.
Well, it's okay.
No.
WTF.
Yeah.
WTF. Our guy Golick on Nick Waugh, good observation, saying that you didn't think that VGK was being honest about him, maintenance day, and now shut down and injured. Oh, he's day to day now.
There's not a world that exists. It was a maintenance day, that first day off. No, there's no way. There's zero.
There's no way.
0%.
But I think you were more miffed that the local fanboy media did not ask the question about where he was. I put you on the spot. Sorry. Bro.
No. We don't. But the only asterisk I'll put on that one is that press conference started with Cassidy kind of already talking.
So you
something
think it was
might have happened before that, but so to be fair, nothing was reported to.
They edited this. Is that what you're saying? So you don't believe that Ben Hutton.
There's a chance.
You don't think that Ben Hutton's going to get traded, and I am.
He has no trade value. He has no trade value. He is a throw-in maybe, but he has no trade value.
He's a throw-in. He's definitely he's gone on the 28th. That's my thought. And then WTF, Keegan Colasar, I mean, come on, bro. Like, you need to be better. You need to get the autograph and at least fake it there. You needed some fan support, right, at that event you went to the other day. Colasar, another VGKer to get lowballed. Boy, I'll tell you what, McCrimmon, this is fleece season, SZN, for Mr. McCrimmon. He's
I think Colasar got a little higher than market value, and Howden got a lot less than market value.
No, come on, man.
Is Colasar a fourth line body jabber? Someone going to be getting $3 million a year? Tony, come on, that doesn't happen.
I got a question.
That's Ryan Reeves' money.
I've got a question here. So, how come none of the Vegas Golden Knights do local endorsements? You ever think about that to make more money?
I mean, I know they do autograph signings. I know they.
No. I mean, like, raising
some
canes.
People do. People talk about cars and stuff, and I know a player always
free cars. That's a trade out, bro. That's a trade out.
I know how that works, but yeah, I understand.
Okay.
It's your fair.
I'm done. I'm done. It's again holiday freeze time, and VGK home again for another holiday as well.
Yeah. Let's see. So my WTF is this. This is I don't get this at all. So I'm watching. I finally get to my couch. It's third period. Kids are asleep and enjoy the whole game. And I don't know, 2-3 minutes in, I see an ad that pops up. An ad that pops up during the game on Nighttime Plus. I'm playing nice. I'm not even using a better quality hijacked feed that I could watch for free. I'm playing nice and watching Nighttime Plus, and it says, "Get it right, earn 10 points." Which team will win the third period? Vegas Golden Knights, Vancouver Canucks, or there's an option for tie, and there's a Honda logo at the bottom of it. That is during the third period of the Vegas Golden Knights game on Nighttime Plus, which I pay money for, I subscribe to. There's 25 ads on the boards that I'm seeing at any given moment. There's digital ads on the ice and on the glass. There's ads on the Golden Knights and the Canucks helmets and jerseys. There are ads everywhere. And now this cheapskate organization has to get one more ad displayed during a live hockey game that takes up about 25% of the screen. Like, are things really that bad for the Vegas Golden Knights? They have to run ads on a paid subscription service that takes away from the game. Are things really that tough for Bill Foley? I don't think so. And this is someone in the organization needs to take control of Nighttime Plus because it's bad. And I've been asked about Nighttime Plus from people, and it's troubling. And I've been offered, well, you can contact support, you can do this. No, I don't need to contact support. There's some clown making decisions with Nighttime Plus to put ads on top of the fact that it's in 720 pixel, whatever terminology to use there. It's such a dinosaur technology for new age technology. And again, I'm paying for this crap. So WTF, someone take control of Nighttime Plus. Make Nighttime Plus great again. Make Nighttime Plus great again. There it is. Okay. Copyright Golic.
All right. Copyright Golic. Jakar 3G. WTF. Canucks, second night of back-to-back. On Monday, the Ducks will be on their second night of B2B2. On the 28th, the Flames will be in San Jose. And then on the 29th, they will be in Las Vegas. So good to be a VGK fan. Hein, Tony? Whatever. Hein, maybe that's a typo. I don't know what that means, but WTF for sure. It's rigged. It is definitely rigged season. It is. This is stinking stupid. This is dumb. We've got VGK Bandit, our good friend John Price. WTF McCrimmon plan is working once again. All the pieces.
Criminal plan.
I know, but he called him a McCrimmon. I'm just going to.
I know. I'm correcting him. Okay. I'm correcting our viewers.
Okay. We don't do that on the show, man.
I do.
Okay. You correct me too, man. Like, I mispronounce names once in a while. Very, very rare occasion. Very rare occasion. Okay. It's working once again. All the pieces are in place. I wonder what the missing pieces might come to the Golden Knights this New Year trading deadline to push us over the top. WTF right there.
There will be a major acquisition, and McCrimmon's going to set this team up for a possible.
I want Yanni Gourde. Can they just trade for him? I want him to have a meltdown in between periods with VGK.
I like my friend. Forgive me, Alex. I forgot your last name, but Alex planted the seed to get Alex Tuck back in Vegas, and I think that's amazing. I don't know if it happens, but I think it just makes sense on so many.
He won't come back here. He wants to be home in Buffalo. Come on.
He only has a 5-team no trade clause. I seriously doubt Vegas is one of those teams, Tony. And he's got under contract for another year and a half, so he doesn't have a choice.
Anything on YouTube today?
I got Yoda Jenkins 808. If a tree falls in the woods, it would be rigged, according to Dasco. Then we got a Tony Dasco fiasco. That's just always fun. Let's see here. Dazed Haze talking about them using their third string. This is the Wild game. We used our second. Gus was injured and Flower played Saturday. Tony would say rigged in any capacity. That's fine. Mr. Quinlan, Tony is just bitter that Locked On Rangers don't want him. I like that.
I have a no trade clause, folks.
You have a 31 team no trade clause. I know.
Yes.
And then I'm just gonna pat myself on the back. I lightly joked about somebody. I forgot who it was, but I said the Brendan Brisson career path, and Gary Adrian, who comments a lot, very appreciated. Gary Adrian gave me an attaboy for that one. So there we go. There we go. And then Paul Roberts says VGK is showing everyone they have the right stuff. So some WTF entries from our YouTube subscribers.
All right. That's really good. Thanks so much for all those
tree falls in the forest one.
That's what is that one again? Can you repeat that one?
Absolutely.
It's actually funny.
I'd love to do that.
If a tree falls in the
woods,
it would
be rigged according to Tony Cordasco.
Terrific. We're going to have to end on that note. Rigged season is here. It's upon us. We appreciate everyone tuning in, especially those.
It's called leaning into the pitch right there, folks.
Especially those around the globe. Of course, I think I'm going to just work out of here in the future. This is fun.
Ooh, I have a late WTF. Hold on. This is actually really good. This is, if anyone's still watching, this is worth it really fast. I know you got to go.
They stay to the very, you know what? We are one of the top shows on the entire network for time spent viewing and listening. We're in the top 10.
Reason most given, they want to see what they say next. So really fast here. Everyone knows I do hockey cards. That's my business. I open boxes and boxes and, 4, 5, 6 figures a week of hockey cards. So retail giant Dave Adams placed a $1 million bounty on a coveted Conor Bedard rookie card, a special rookie card if you pulled it.
He's a bust. Why would you want that? He's a bust.
It's a $1 million if you open that pack and sold it to Dave Adams for a small $300 lucky hit in a box. Okay, fine. That happened. That announcement was made March 1st, give or take, plus or minus 3 or 4 days.
Did you get it?
Card was never, ever found. But the good news is Dave Adams sold thousands of boxes, box after box after box. People paid inflated prices for that lottery ticket to possibly hit a $1 million card. Okay, fine. Very quietly on December the 9th, it says on the Dave Adams website, the Bedard bounty has expired.
Oh, man. Rigged
announcement,
season.
No social media, very little fine print. Of course, this was brought up to me, and hockey got a quick article out on the Hockey News that's getting some traction right now. We'll see if Dave Adams cares to comment. I've hit them publicly asking for a statement. We'll see what they have to say, but this is as crooked as it gets. I'm sorry. You put $1 million out there for someone to hit a card. You sell this product for 10 months for 20, 30, 40 bucks more a box times thousands upon thousands times thousands upon boxes. I promise they made their $1 million and then some many times over. And now they said, no, we're done.
He has the card.
We're gonna keep that $1 million.
He has the card himself too.
It's funny you said that. There's conspiracy theories galore.
Without a doubt.
That card sitting on someone's desk right now.
Even the made men here in the VGK front office know that. Even they know. Even they're aware.
You're either part of the scam or you're too stupid to see it. Either way, you're out. Dave Adams just pulled a casino heist on us.
speaking of being out,
We're good.
it's time to go.
Let's go.
Again, we appreciate you tuning in. From my man, Chris Golick, I'm Tony Cardasco, reporting courtside from the South Point Hotel Casino. You like the backdrop? I know you do.
I'm in my office.
We'll see you again on Monday. What's that?
I'm in the office.
We're
I'm in lockdown headquarters.
Oh, boy. We're going to have to cover up all the corporate sponsorship here. We'll see you again on Monday right here on Lockdown Golden Knights. And please take care.
Yeah, I get the video. Okay, there it is.